Hello sir, this is Elsa, you are 14CS208 and this is my web experiment number 9 which is about Ajax. Ajax stands for asynchronous JavaScript and XML. Ajax is about updating the parts of web page without reading the whole page. Ajax allows web pages to be updated asynchronously by exchange of small amount of data within the server. Now in this experiment, first I am creating a login box. First, that is this. In this first, this is my login registration form. In this first I am creating a form which contains a username, which takes the username from the user, and then on clicking this it will go to the onFocus function, and on blur it will go to check user or this function, and it takes the email password and then retype password from the user, and then when it click on the submit button, it will go to this. It's the PHP file. In this first we are taking all the username, password and repassword from the user, and then I am checking if my password and both the passwords are equal, that is passwords are equal, then the password is converted to a SHA password. That SHA algorithm we are taking and converting it to a SHA password, and then we are establishing a connection, MySQL connection. Syntax is connection equal to MySQL connect localhost root, and then I am checking if my connection is not established within then it will display MySQL error. Otherwise, if my connection is established, it will go to my database. Database name is company, so it will go to database company. Then in the query I am query variable I am inserting my query, that is I am selecting all the username, passwords. I am inserting my username, password and values, email ID to the query, and then the query is displayed in the result, and then I am checking if my result is not equal to true. If that is both didn't match, it will display MySQL error, or it will display registered successfully. And I am passing this by a post method, and then for establishing a connection, first I am creating an XML HTTP object to retrieve data from the server. Then to create an XML request, I am using this variable XML HTTP equal to new XML HTTP request. Then after that, to send a request to my server, I am using XML HTTP dot open, then which method I am going to send it, and then the file name which I am checking, that is my check username file, and then I am sending and my method, that is I am sending it asynchronously or synchronously. This is true, so I am sending it asynchronously. Then XML request on ready state change function. This function is used to get the response from the server. Then I am checking if when asynchronous is true, specify a function execute which response state is ready. That is, in this, if this ready state equal to 4 and stored status equal to 200, then it will display my XML response text. This is my web page 2. In this I can register or login both. For login, I will take the username and password from the user, and if I check in the box, it will go to the stay logged in function, that is this. It will set a cookie with the username and password, and it will remember when we later log in, and then it will direct to the first page only. And this is if I have to reset my password, it will take the username, password, and then the password from the user, and then it will establish connection from the user, and then it will take it will check first if my records is not equal to 0. Then it will in the query it will use the update user set password equal to password where username is. That is, if my username is same, I am updating my password, and then I am checking if my username and password that didn't match, it will display error. And then if my username and password which I have given match, then we can reset my password. If my username and password didn't match here, then it will display invalid username or password. So it will take the username and password in this form. In this, it will take the username, email and password from the user. And this is my sample output page. In this, it will take the username, email ID. See, it is displaying username already exists. That is, it is using the Ajax. So I can register. So to log in, I will click here with my username and password. It will display my pin. Thank you for watching my